Yes, people, welcome back to the Treehouse podcast. Myself, Walshy, and today we've got an artist here that is new to me, so hopefully he's new to you as well, and you can check him out. It's Luca Zuccotti. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
I've been struggling with that, you know. I've been worrying about it. So is that your actual name?
Yeah, so full name is...
That's a fucking cool name, that,
yeah,
to be fair.
I've got a middle name, Alessandro.
Oh, that...
So,
my man, here's a 5-star meal and he's just put more on it, you get me? Cold.
Yeah.
So what's that, is that Italian?
Italian, yeah, it's my dad's side, full Italian.
Yeah? And what, and your mum's English?
Mum's English, but she's fluent Italian.
Ah, right. Oh, so you speak Italian?
Nah, can't.
Oh, right.
But when I used to go over to Italy, I've not been for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But I used to go over to visit family. And I used to pick it up, because we used to go like 2-3 weeks, and after a week I'd pick it up.
Right.
Because my relatives over there don't speak a word of English.
Yeah.
So I just pick it up after like a week, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Are you one of them who can like, because I've got friends who are like, from families who are like bilingual and that, and they, like, my mate can't speak it, but he can understand it. Are you one of them, or?
I don't know, again, because, no, actually.
Not now, anyway.
Nah,
Yeah.
Not now after like years of not going. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah. What part of Italy is it? What team do you support and that? I know they're passionate over there.
So Pavia is the place they're from. It's like an hour or two from Milan.
Yeah.
Juventus. Dad's a big Juve fan.
Yeah.
A big Juve fan, yeah.
Yeah, sick. Sick. Anyway, I got distracted there with a little Italian sauce there. But so, yeah, how did you get into music, bro? This is where we always start. So, obviously, like I say, at the start of the show, I'm obviously new to you. Hopefully, a lot of the audience do know who you are. And those who don't, tell them, how did you get into music?
Yeah, so my first introduction to music, to be honest, was I wanted to be a drummer.
Yeah?
Yeah, my dad plays the guitar, amazing guitarist.
Yeah.
And he bought a drum kit off a mate. I remember him bringing it home, set it up in like the kitchen. My dad played it. He's average.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was like, oh shit, like he's actually sick.
Yeah, blew your mind type thing. Yeah.
Like, so I was like, yeah, I want to learn it. So I was a drummer from like 11 years old to 14.
Yeah.
Wanted to be a drummer, set on being a drummer. And then 14, I was like, I kind of want to switch it up. Dad, like I said, is an amazing guitarist.
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, will you just get us a guitar? So he got me a guitar, 14th birthday. Got into playing guitar, and within about 3 months of playing the guitar, I was like, I kind of want to sing. Like,
right, yeah.
Singing them, I was like, I want to do my own songwrite.
Yeah.
So yeah, within like 3 months of first playing the guitar, I was writing songs.
Yeah.
14, yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. So it's like a little progression there, isn't it? Like you introduced to it from your dad, gets on the drums, guitar, singing, and then now you're like a full-fledged artist.
Yeah.
So it's been like it's like you've gone through the Academy of Music type thing.
Innit?
Yeah. So obviously you perform under your like birth name, like Luca. Yeah. So have you ever had any other artist names or like any silly names?
Nah, I haven't.
No.
You know.
Good.
No
Good.
silly names.
Good.
We did try, like, me and my manager was saying, like, should we try just switch it up? Because the afrobeats, if you kind of like go through the afrobeat names, the artists, they're all like one names.
Yeah.
It's not Luca Zuccotti, that's kind of singer-songwriter name.
Yeah.
Like, but nah, it's kind of like my sort of thing that makes me stand out, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just Luca Zuccotti.
Yeah, that's the first thing when he sent me, obviously, we come through the producer, he's like, we got this guy coming on, sent me the pack and all that, and I'm like, look, it sounds like he plays up front for Napoli or something, you know what I mean?
I was a striker, you know?
Well, yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
So you just briefly touched on it there, so obviously the music you make now is like Afro beats. So how did an Italian geezer, half Italian from Stockport, get into Afro beats, bro? How did that come about? Is that the type of music you're into, and did it just feel natural to do that? Like what was the thinking and the story behind it?
Definitely felt natural when I met Sonus. So it was through Sonus, kind of my producer, who started out as my producer, still is my producer.
Yeah.
Work very closely with him, but he also manages me. He's Alice's like business partner.
Yeah, Alice is your manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old tight Alice.
Yeah, big Alice. So yeah, met him, and after 2 sessions, he was like, we made a track called Body Right, and that was like the 3rd track we ever made together, and he was like, nah, this is your sound. And that's just like, that's still very pop, but it's like drizzled a bit of sort of Afro reggaeton on it, like.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, this is your sound. And I was like, all right, okay. And that was like March 2021.
Yeah.
And after the summer, like September, he was like, you need to fully get into it now, like I'm serious.
Yeah.
You need to go home tonight. I remember this talk in the studio. He was like, you need to go home tonight and you need to start doing covers, because we don't just want to put you straight out there.
Yeah.
Originals.
Yeah.
Into it. So.
And show people you can do that sound by doing a well-known song.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. So obviously with the Afro beats and that, do you get much stick for doing Afro beats? Because like you said, we were speaking before we went on camera, like you're not the typical guy to do Afro beats, and you're aware of that yourself.
100%.
So like, what's the reaction you get from people? Are people like surprised but like accept it, or people a bit negative towards it? What's the vibe?
90% of people are like, oh mad, like it's kind of a mixture of he's good and shit, he's also white, like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there is a few comments I've seen Culture Vulture go straight in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get a bit of that though, aren't they? A bit of hate off whoever. So yeah.
Yeah. So you just gotta ignore it, which is what I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as it doesn't affect you or your craft, then just ignore it, innit? Let them do what they're doing.
I'm pretty ruthless with my mindset, with the way I work. Like, no one or nothing can like stop me or.
Yeah. No outside influences and that type of thing. Yeah.
Even the love, like I take it, but I don't go home and think, oh, they love me.
Yeah.
I think, work hard, like I don't take it to. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you don't take it to heart.
Nah.
Either or, the good or the bad.
Exactly,
yeah. That's a good outlook to have, man. I like that. It's a really good outlook. So obviously you're from Stockport originally, via Italy.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on like the Manchester scene? Who you liking? Is there any other like Afro beats artists? Because I'm not really like the biggest fan of Afro beats, so I'm not really clued up. So is the other artist that you work with or would like to work with, or
you know what,
or even not even artists, even like producers? I know you've got your own producer or own studios and stuff like that. So yeah, what you feeling in Manchester?
A couple guys killing it right now. Artist Prince the Kid.
Yo,
hard.
What's his last tune he did? Was it Backroads or something? Bro, I swear down, if you're watching this now and you don't know about Prince the Kid, pause this video, open a new tab and search Prince the Kid Backroads. It is a banger.
It is crazy.
Yeah, and the video's nuts as well. Shout out Prince the Kid, man, just for real.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of people like that, you know, Ralph the Sage.
Yeah.
Smooth guy.
Yeah.
Again, Evie.
Yeah, that's the one you've got. Is that the geezer you got the tune with? Weekend in it, yeah.
All doing their thing like hard, but yeah, Manchester scene's popping and it's only going to grow, and the guys I've just said are only going to grow.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So what you say? You're looking to get a tune done with Prince the Kid?
100%.
Yeah, Prince the Kid, we're calling you out, G.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that'll be sick. So yeah. Also, then in the Manchester scene, do you find yourself getting any like gigs, tours, events, that type of thing to do what you do? Because I know about a lot of hip hop, rap events, grime events, all that type of thing. Is there a scene for that in Manchester where you guys are getting bookings and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I would say it's mostly down London.
Yeah.
The Afrobeat scene, which I'm getting down there a lot more.
Yeah.
But you know, my management, Hope Valley, put on their own nights because of this reason. They're doing a madness, to be fair. R&B nights, pop nights, Afrobeat nights.
Yeah.
They're all just shutting down. They've just been crying out for this sort of scene. No hate on the indie scene, you know, but can feel a bit dated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I feel like Manchester's just crying out for nights to Afrobeat night. You know, you go down to London and it's crazy, it's popping.
Yeah, so you're trying to get that up here.
Yeah, which is what my managers are trying to do, so big up them.
Yeah, so you just touched on them then, like your management is Hope Valley, was it, yeah? And obviously your manager is Alice. How did you get into getting yourself a manager and that? Because a lot of the artists we have on here don't have artists. A lot of them are independent, and I know you're obviously still you know what I mean, like fully independent. They don't have a manager, they don't have a label or whatever. They're doing it all themselves, their own music, that type of thing. So how did they find? Did they scout you? Did you scout them? How did it work?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I think it's so difficult to find someone who actually wants the best for you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will blow up on their own, like you just said, and then find the manager, but the managers then just want, I'll make money off of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to actually have a tight manager now that I've known for years and I've grinded like from day one. You know,
Yeah, so you said you've been with them since you was 20.
So 20 years old, and I wasn't into Afro beats. I didn't have a single track out, but she was like, you're insane. You're so good. And we've just grown together, found my sound together and together. She's grown the management, she's found Sonus, business partner.
Yeah.
So as well as looking after me and my music and doing the best for me, she's also grown her own thing. And
getting more artists, producers.
Yeah.
Under one roof.
Exactly. And I actually went to the same school with her, which is how we knew about each other.
Right, okay.
And sort of followed each other on Instagram. And she saw I was doing my thing and she was like, yeah.
She reached out to you, yeah.
I think I actually reached out to her. I saw she made Hope Valley Records, and I was like, she was doing like home studio things, like mixing and beat production. And I was like, oh, can I come through? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I'm also like starting a business and a label and whatever. And I was like, oh, sick, okay. And I knew I needed that direction.
Yeah.
And knowing her from school, I know she was pretty serious about her music. Otherwise, I would have said, you know.
Yeah. I think is that you take a bit of comfort in that as well, knowing that you've known someone for so long, rather than like you said, the manager coming along later, you might not know. You probably have a bit more of a better relationship with her than 100%. You would with, say, Joe Bloggs, who's just our manager. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's sick, man. So Hope Valley Records, we'll put all the links for them guys below. Go and check them out. So is the other artist on the label, or is it just yourself?
There's a girl called Ari Moore.
Oh, I know Ari Moore. Well, I don't know her personally, but I know who she is. Yeah, I know who she is.
Would you follow like Hope Valley or anything? Or
I don't.
Or Alice, you might.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure to be honest with you, but I do know who Ari Moore is. Yeah, she sings as well. She's cold as well, man.
Yeah. She's got a nice voice, so she's she's on there doing a thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So is it just you two on there then?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man, so it's like early days. At least you're in there as like one of the first, innit? If all things pop, you're the guy. Yeah, man. So yeah, Ari Moore, that's interesting. And so would you do something with her? That could be something like, because you do get singing on like Afro beats and that, you know, because she is predominantly a singer and she has got a mint voice, hasn't she? So yeah.
We actually, we went to an event the other night, and just before the event, we were just in the studio. I had to get something done rapid.
Yeah.
And we was just like, oh yeah, come through, because we're going with her as well. So me and Sonus were there, and we had like an hour to kill before we needed to go to the event. So he's like, Sonus, just make a beat. So when I'm telling you, and I don't say this too like, I'm pretty picky about my stuff. When I'm telling you, me and Ari have created a little banger. Yeah. We just need to get it finished, so we'll find the time. But it's hard.
What do you mean by finish? Like mix and mastered or last verse or?
Nah, so we've literally got like melodies down.
Yeah.
No lyrics, but we know where the song's going.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, that sounds good. So when can we expect that one then? Putting you under a bit of pressure here now.
I've not a clue when to expect that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, if you're both under Hope Valley and that, it can't be too long, can it?
That's what I'm saying. It's bound to happen.
And if the way you just told that story as well, that it happened within like you got an hour to kill.
Yeah.
There's going to be another hour to kill somewhere down the line, isn't there? Or 2 hours or whatever.
Innit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Shout out Ari Moore. So yeah, I want to go into like your music then and your releases and that type of thing. So when you went on your Instagram, it was like cover heavy.
Yeah, it is.
So you was doing a lot of covers. What was like and they're sick as well, by the way. So what was like the thought process behind that, and why do people do covers and not just do? Because for someone who might not know the scene or anything, they might think, why is he just singing over people? Do you know what I mean? So what's like the thought process behind it, and did you get much traction off that as well? Yeah. So September 2021, again, Sonus was like, you need to go home. This was that night when he was like, we was in the studio and he was like, you need to go home and write to like the Essence, for example, as my first ever cover.
he's like, you need to write to it, and you need to put it out as a cover, and you need to show people you're into the music before you start just. You don't want to show people you're jumping on something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
So show them by covering music that you are into the scene, you like it. You know what I mean? That way, you know, they'll accept you a bit more.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't just want to do a cover. Like, there's so many covers, so easy to cover.
Yeah.
And there are hard covers out there. It's no diss to anyone that's covering, but me personally, I wanted to throw my own thing on it. So my thing is now, whatever cover I do, I write my own verse.
Right.
I keep what is like famous in that song. So for example, Essence, the hook is like the most famous thing.
Yeah.
So kept the hook, wrote my own verse. It's also a dangerous game because obviously if I did it wrong, then I'd get killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, first cover and he went mad, and me and Sonus and Alice was like, right, next one and the next one, they need to be dropping weekly.
Yeah.
And then yeah, after like 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know if you know Joe Boy.
Joe Boy,
Yeah,
don't think
huge,
so.
one of the biggest Afro artists out right now.
Yeah.
Commented and shared me to his story, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Getting a cosign like that.
Oh, crazy.
Okay. So did you have any interaction with that guy then?
So nah, he literally just commented and put me on his story, and I was like, crazy. Obviously, I replied to his comment like, yeah, mad.
Yeah.
Then SARS. I think he's a producer, you know, SARS. But he messaged my manager like, yeah, this guy's cold.
Yeah.
AV, huge Afrobeat artist, DM'd me. I was gutted about that one. He was like, yeah, this is cold. He said, you need to make it a collaboration post. And it wasn't a collaboration post.
Right.
So it would have been on his feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not one. But he was like, yeah, this is hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple attractions from a couple of the big boys.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what's that feeling like then to get that after you mentioned earlier that like some people will give you the negative comments as well as the positive. So then what does that compare like to getting like one of the, like you say, the big Afro artists that you're into?
It's not even a thing of like, I feel sick now. It's a thing in my mind like, sort of reassurance that...
Bit of validation or something.
I hate that word because I'm not actually looking for validation. I know
right,
what I'm in
yeah.
with myself, but then again, on the other flip side to it, if someone in the scene, heavily in the scene, is going, yeah, you're hard, then you know that you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, yeah.
So it's kind of that sort of thing, like, I think, right, I'm doing something right here. Someone in the scene who's successful is rating my thing, so...
Yeah.
Sort of that.
Yeah, that's a big look, man. Like I say, I'm not really tapped in with the Afro beats, but if them guys are big and they're giving you cosigns, it can't be a bad thing, can it?
Nah, definitely not, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, is Weekend your latest tune?
It is.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. I've not wrote it down for whatever reason. I put it first, but so that is with EB. That's it. I've been butchering that one all day. Apologies.
You don't want to know his full name.
So yeah. So when did that one drop? The artwork on that one's pretty sick as well.
Nice one.
It's like a cartoon faces with a pink
Yeah.
background and that one's hard.
Yeah.
So when did that one come out and how did you link up with him and do you know him before this and stuff like that? So how did that come about?
Again, a dead organic collaboration. He worked really closely with Sonus.
Right,
all
okay.
These guys I mentioned, you know, Prince the Kid. Ross,
Yeah.
You know, all these guys, they work very closely with Sonus. And it was actually at the Hope Valley night. I supported him. His first headline show, and he messaged Jonas the day after like, yeah, me and Luca need one for the city. I was like, sick, alright. So we got in, made it ASAP, made a date, got in, vibed like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Just came organically.
Yeah, I actually really like this tune as well. Like I say, I'm not the biggest Afro beats guy, but like I was doing my research and all that when he sent the pack over and I went on the Spotify, whatever, I use YouTube, but went on YouTube, found the tune, I was like, it's alright this, you know what I mean? Like I actually like that. So the artist featured on that, is he Manchester as well then, yeah?
Yeah. He is.
Yeah, that's cold, man. So proper Manchester collab and like you say, it happened organically.
So organically, yeah. I'm not really into like, I want to connect. I'm big on connections, like again with meeting my manager before I sort of blow and like, I'm so happy that I have like these connections before, you know, hopefully this music thing blows. But yeah, again, EB sort of met him once or twice when he worked with Sonus. I'd go in for a session, he'd be there.
Yeah.
Chatted to him, built a connection, supported him, and then next thing you know, we're in the studio. And I like that connection because I think you just get in and vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an organic thing. I know what you mean. Whereas I know people have told me in the past they've done the Insta DM thing where it's like, you're hard, bro. Yeah, you're hard, bro. We should do a tune. Yeah, let's do a tune. And then it never materialises. Yeah. Or you do the tune and you meet up and neither of you are really feeling it. And that doesn't happen all the time. Like, you could do the Insta DM thing and you could make the best tune you've ever made. But from my experience, from what I've heard from people, it either doesn't materialise or the tune gets done but the video can't because me and you are both just away at different times and all that sort of thing. So
connection is vital. You also need to, because you need to know that guy, you need to know that girl, you need to know that person, like, what the values are, like, I don't know, it's just so sick knowing like about that person, you know, determines what you do on the track.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Them, you know what I mean? So connection is vital.
Yeah, man. So you've got, obviously, that's like your latest tune that's out as well. So we'll put all the links for all Luca's music down below as well. So make sure you go and check him out. All streaming platforms, YouTube, a lot. Have you got any music videos out, by the way?
No.
No?
I have not.
Why? Not to put you on the spot, but...
I wish my manager was Alice and Sonus. They both have very strong opinions on up-and-coming artists and blowing money in the wrong... the wrong things.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
So I could put a video out, spend mad money, skint myself, right?
Yeah.
But if the money's not coming in and I don't have millions of fans streaming it, downloading it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. So just drop the singles. Yeah, they're teaching me a lot of business.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
It's why I need a manager.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that before I met them two. I would have splashed it on a music video thinking that's sick. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I definitely think visuals are the way forward, though. Like, I feel like you should.
I hear you.
And also, I could probably put you in touch with a few videographers who are like a bit. Obviously, the level's there, but I mean, in terms of your budget and that, and they could, they'll work with you to make it. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Like, if you said, look, we want to do a video for under £100.
Yeah. I mean, saying that, we've not done a video yet, but. I've got a track coming out later this year that we're like has to have visuals. Yeah. So, you know, I think it's just timing which song to do it for.
Is that a tune on your own, that one?
Solo track,
Or do a video for Weekend and split the bill.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I definitely think you should look at visuals because as well, like when we were just talking about Prince the Kid a minute ago. It was like the visuals hard, innit? Like obviously the tune slaps, that goes without saying, but the visuals are very hard as well. And to be fair, looking at that Prince the Kid one, that looks high value. I don't know what he spent on it, but like it does look high value. But I think there is ways you could do it. I reckon 100%. So.
It's not even a budget thing. Like why we've not done it. It is literally for a waste of money. When I could put that into promo or you know what I'm saying. So, but definitely we're due to do a music video pretty soon. Yeah.
So all the Luca fans watching this, if you want a music video, drop a comment below or spam his Instagram and just put the little don't even say anything. Just put the little camera emoji. Just spam that on all his posts. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, man, So yeah, we'll run through your music quickly. Let me just pull up the full list just quickly. Because I've made a list, but I want to go through it sort of in order.
Be mad as well, I've not heard.
And also as well, look, subscribe to your YouTube before. I was your 12th subscriber, so if you're on
like 600, I swear.
Nah, this is on YouTube Music, so it's like Spotify.
Right. Oh shit, really?
Yeah, so YouTube has their own one. I'm just I'm a tight ass. I used to pay for YouTube and then I paid for Spotify. And then I was like, I'm quitting Spotify, so I'll just use YouTube now to save a tenner. Cost of living's got up, guys. So that was this your first one, yeah?
Yeah.
So For the Night was your first tune.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think I only briefly listened to this because I reloaded Weekend and listened to that again. To be honest,
Weekend's too hard.
Yeah. So what? So this was your first one, and this was 2021. So you are still relatively new to releasing music and that as well. So I know I was giving you a bit of shit about the video, but like you are still fresh in the game, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I am. I mean, my manager dropped a fact on me the other day. She was like, on average, an artist drops like 30 to 40 songs before they blow.
Yeah.
How mad's that? I've released 6. Like.
Yeah. You got a
long way to go.
You got a fair few to record then.
Yeah, innit?
So you just mentioned as well that you've got a tune coming out later this year that needs visuals. He said he needs visuals, so if we don't see the visuals, them emojis, innit? But
yeah, I'm not saying which song though, because otherwise it'll be onto me.
Right. Well, why is it featuring someone or is it just yourself?
Nah. It's just me. But if I say like, yeah, this song needs visuals.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. So yeah, we've got For the Night is the first single. So when did that come? 2021.
2021. Yeah, first time I ever linked up with Sonus.
Right, and then was this after a few covers and a few?
So this was
because you said you had that session where he told you to go home and do the covers and show people you're into the music.
That was further down into 21.
Right.
2021, like after we did Body Right, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
That's when he was like, "This is your sound."
Right. Okay.
You know
so
what I mean? But at first I came to him. Alice linked us up because Alice was working with him for a bit, then introduced us.
Yeah.
Alice was like, "Yeah, he's going to take your music to the next level," which at the time I was doing R&B / pop.
Yeah.
I came to him just as an R&B pop artist, did For the Night. Yeah.
And he just seen something in you with that.
Yeah, heard something in my voice that apparently he thought would flow nice on Afrobeats. I mean, he was heavily in the scene, so he knew what he was.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you're into Afrobeats yourself, like you listen to it and stuff, then.
To be fair, before Sonus, I wasn't too heavily into it.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, like my favourite artist is Drake, and his island tunes were like as far as island music I listened to. Drake's island stuff. But as far as Afrobeats, I was not clued up at all.
So Sonos put you onto all that.
100 like fully, yeah.
Shout out Sonos, man.
Big up,
So Body Right, obviously you dropped Body Right and then there's a remix as well. So how did is it Alex Martora? That's it. I'm just terrible with names, mate.
I think he's from Netherlands or something.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. Again, Sonus knows him, and he was like, you know, when we made Body Right, he was saying, "Oh, a remix would slap."
Yeah.
So he was like, let me see what I can do. Comes back to me, says, "Yeah, Alex loves the track, would love to remix it." I said, "Go for it."
And he's just put his own little spin on it.
Bodied it.
Yeah, man. And then we've got Weekend as well. So yeah, man. What is it? Five tunes?
Yeah. So there's actually another one. I don't know why it's not on YouTube Music, but it's called Bounce It.
Ah, right. Have I missed that one?
With an artist called Roku.
Let's one sec. Let's have a look.
This is my first of the year.
Bit of troops there. Old tight troops. What do you call it? Bounce It.
Bounce It. Yeah.
See if it weird. There. Is it a video? Is it? Oh no, it's got a video.
Roku.
Got a video.
Nah, it's
just like a generic thing.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay.
But
so that's with Roku 145. Where's he from?
Roku 145.
Oh shit.
Not sure where he's originally from. But yeah, again, someone Sonus works closely with.
Ah, right, okay. I was going to say, how did you meet him?
That was him. And I wrote Body Right. And there was still a second verse to be written to it. And yeah, I think Alice said a feature would sound pretty sick on this. Yeah.
So through Alice and Sonos, you've sort of that's out right. Okay. Yeah.
And it's also a little thing of I don't just want to, because I've never dropped Afrobeat tracks before.
Yeah.
I want to sort of come into the scene and show that I'm working with people in the scene. I'm not just like thinking I can do this on my own. You know what I mean? I'm working with people within the scene, and I respect the scene. I respect the people.
I think that'll go a long way for you as well, because people who like Afro beats will obviously be aware of these artists that we're talking about, Prince the Kid, Roku 145 and that. Then you work with them, it sort of gives you a bit of a nod like, well, if the big guys...
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a co-sign, as people would say, in it sort of thing, without it being that cheesy co-sign, this is my guy type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And away from that, Roku, again, I didn't actually mention him in the when you said about the Manchester scene. but he's got a couple bangers out. Dropped an piano track. I forget the name, but I'm banging it. It's hard. Yeah. Piano is different to afrobeat.
Yeah.
His voice is so smooth, melodic.
Yeah,
Roku, look out for
it. Yeah, man, shout out Roko145. I'll put a link for this tune as well. I need to check it out myself. Slept on that one, I missed that one. So my apologies, but pull the notes back up. So yeah, and you've got a tune called Nicki Minaj as well.
Yeah.
You're a Nicki fan.
Yeah, mate, aesthetically.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can't lie. That was just thinking of Nicki. I wrote that track. I can't even lie to you.
It's got a booty brain.
Yeah, have you heard it?
Yeah. I had a little listen to it before.
Just, one of them ones that's like, there's nothing much to it, but you look at Nicki and you just want to make an R&B track.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, went into the booth and was like, fuck it, let's call it Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, man, I rate that. Shout out Nicki Minaj. She's a big fan of the channel, so she'll definitely be watching this. So yeah, bro, just to sort of like wrap it up and talk about what you've got coming for 2022. You mentioned earlier you've got a track. Can we expect a project, visuals, tours?
Yeah, so I've got a track dropping very, very soon. I'm going to announce it in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so by the time this is out, it'll be announced.
It might actually be out by the time this is out.
Yeah, that's it. The producer's pulling up the dates now. Under pressure here, bro.
22nd of July this will be dropped.
22nd of July, so the tune will be out.
Tune will be out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So scroll down. I'll put it at the top, the tune, and then the link.
Yeah.
Click that one. Yeah, new single.
Yeah, no visuals for that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have requested full versions of my covers and remixes.
Okay.
We are making a start tomorrow. Actually, I'm going into the studio and starting a sort of covers collection album. Sort of thing. You can expect 12 to 15 songs on there.
And they're the ones that are like featured on the Instagram that you've already sort of started and.
Yeah.
Essence you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So where will that drop then? Will that be like a SoundCloud thing?
That will be everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
That will be everywhere. A lot of people are asking for full covers. I mean, it started out at first just a few people here and there asking for it.
Yeah.
Never really reached my DMs, but my DMs are pretty popping with. We need like full covers.
Yeah, I need the full version of this or whatever.
So it kind of came to a thing where I kind of have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that potentially end of the year. Just music, man. Music.
Are we getting any projects? Are you a big believer? Because some artists that I meet don't really do the project thing, and then others are so heavy invested in a project. That's all they will do.
I'm definitely a lover of projects. Body of work. As of right now, not yet.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you are still, like we say, you're dropping in 2021.
That's
so
what I mean.
You're still relatively new into the game.
I am new to dropping into the game, and to put out a project, it's so easy for singles then to like sort of be, be missed, not heard.
Yeah, slept on type thing.
So if I just drop them singles.
All the focus on that one tune.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I hear that. And then touring as well. Like I hear you've been doing bits down south touring.
Yeah, potentially I'll be in Swindon in July.
Yeah.
Pretty big event actually. Again, my Instagram will be pretty popping with that, so keep updated. Yeah,
we'll put all his links below. What is your Instagram again? Just tell the people.
It's official Luca Z.
Yeah. I'll link it all below innit? Because I know, to be fair, I don't know why I made you say that, because no one's going to type it in. People want links, don't. People are lazy nowadays, aren't they? They're like, you could tell them it's ABC1, and they're like, you got a link. It's like, literally, bro, it's 4 words, 4 letters, just come on.
No,
but yeah, true. I hear that. So yeah, that's...
I'm in Manchester as well next Sunday at a festival.
Yeah?
I think it's called the First Street Festival.
Yeah, I heard about that. You performing there, yeah?
Yeah,
there's quite a lot of Manchester artists on that, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. I think I've seen that floating around. When's that?
Yeah, so I'm on next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
About 3 o'clock-ish.
Where is it?
I don't know, you know. Again, I don't know many, like,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I don't know them street words. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, we'll find the info. We'll link it below anyway. But yeah, man, that sounds good. So, yeah, appreciate you coming on, bro, and telling your side of the story and like letting people know about you. So hopefully we get some traction off this and people will tap in with the music, because like we say, you are very talented, and if like Sonos can see that and other people around you have seen that and give you the cosign, so yeah, man, keep doing your thing, bro, and we look forward to seeing what you've got coming in 2022.
Appreciate it.
That's it from us guys today, so just make sure I've said I'll put all the links below. I'm not going to do it, Fletch is going to do it. But yeah, scroll down, tap all the links, subshare. Yeah, there you go, boom, remix, subshare and comment. Now subscribe, comment, share, like, tell your nana's cat, about Luca. Plays up front for Napoli when he's not doing Afro beats.
Dirty striker, you know.
But yeah, man, love for coming on, and we'll catch you next week. Take it easy, everyone. Bless.